India has achieved a landmark in its energy transition journey by reaching 50% of its installed electricity capacity from non-fossil fuel sources 5 years ahead of the target. That is, the target was to be achieved in 2030. Okay. Flagship programs such as PM Kusum, PM Surya Ghar, Muft Bijli Yojana, solar park development, and the National Wind Solar Hybrid Policy have laid a strong foundation for this transformation. Despite having one of the lowest per capita emission globally, India remains among the few G20 countries that are on track to meet or even exceed their nationally determined contribution commitments. Nationally determined contributions or NDCs are National Climate Action Plan by each country under the Paris Agreement. A country's NDC outlines how it plans to reduce greenhouse gas emissions to help meet the global goal of limiting temperature rise to 1.5 degrees Celsius and adapt to the impacts of climate change. The Paris Agreement requires that NDCs are updated every 5 years with increasingly higher ambition, taking into consideration each country's capacity. To tackle climate change and its negative impacts, world leaders at the UN Climate Change Conference COP21 in Paris reached a breakthrough on 12 December 2015, the historic Paris Agreement. The Paris Agreement sets long-term goals to guide all nations to substantially reduce global greenhouse gas emission, to hold global temperature increase to well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, and pursue efforts to limit it to 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. It provides financing to developing countries to mitigate climate change, strengthen resilience, and enhance abilities to adapt to climate impacts. The Paris Agreement is a legally binding international treaty. It entered into force on 4 November 2016. Presently, 195 parties, that is 194 states plus one European Union, have joined the Paris Agreement.